Hi everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how you can keep your polymer clay really clean and dust free. So before you start, you're going to make sure that you wash your hands with soap and water, and then you're going to play around with a scrap piece of clay and also clean your work surface with this clay. This clay will help stick away all the little dust. This flower mold has some leftover purple clay sticking onto the mold, and I can just use the scrap piece of clay to stick away all the purple clay. After you clean everything, you're going to apply some cornstarch onto your hands. This helps to keep your hands dry and clean so that your hands won't be sticking to any dust in the air or won't be sticking to your polymer clay while you work. It is also really important to choose the clay that doesn't require a lot of conditioning, especially when you first start, because by conditioning your clay, you can be introducing dust and bubble into your clay. But if your polymer clay requires a lot of conditioning, you can roll it through the pasta machine with a baking paper wrapped around, or you can put it in some hot water with plastic wrapped around the polymer clay. Just try to avoid conditioning by playing around with your hands. This clay I have here is really soft and it's ready to use right out the bag. To avoid introducing dust into your polymer clay when rolling it through the pasta machine, you can wrap your polymer clay with some baking paper. And if you want to condition your clay, you can also wrap a piece of baking paper around and just roll it through multiple times. And I have a little bit of dust at the bottom right there, so I'm using some alcohol to clean the dust. When you're removing the dust using alcohol, it's quite important not to use too much alcohol, because using too much alcohol can cause your polymer clay to crack. Alcohol can also be used to smooth out the clay. When I'm removing extra alcohol and smoothing out the clay, I am using baking paper in between my hands and polymer clay to avoid my hands from touching the polymer clay. All the extra clay should be stored in a clean environment. You can put it in a plastic bag, or in my case, I'm putting in a baking paper because I'll be needing it right after. And then before baking these pieces, I am just smoothing it out a little bit more with some alcohol to make sure that all the edges are smooth. This will decrease the amount of work that I have to do after I bake it. I don't have to do as much sanding if my surface is already really clean. The nice thing about working on a ceramic tile is that you don't have to be moving your clay around before baking it. You can make and bake your pieces on the same tile. Usually after you bake your piece, the bottom won't be perfectly smooth and flat, so you're going to do some sanding. When you're sanding, you can either do it manually, like with your hand, or you can use a Dremel. But if you want to buff your polymer clay, you're going to need a Dremel. And I suggest wearing safety equipment, such as a respirator with the right filter when you're buffing. However, if you are wet sanding, you do not need a respirator. When you're wet sanding, you are applying water onto your sand tool or your sanding paper while you're sanding. This way the dust won't be flying all over the place, so it won't be in the air, so you don't have to worry about breathing it in. And for sanding the surfaces, it's best to sand on a flat surface. You're going to start sanding at a low grit and work your way higher. You can work your way up to 2000 or even higher. It really depends on what look you want. The grit that you're starting with is also dependent on your situation. If you have a really deep scratch in your polymer clay, then you want to start at a lower grit. If you have a really light scratch that you want to get rid of, then you can start at a higher grit. So it's really dependent on you. Here's a comparison. So the one that I'm holding up is the one that is not being sanded, and the one that is on my hand, like this one, is after sanding. And for buffing, you will need a Dremel and a wheel buff. And whenever I am buffing, I'm always making sure that I'm wearing some safety protection. And after I attached everything, I will apply a little bit of cream, like hand cream, onto the wheel buff. because without using any lubricant, the fur from the buff would start flying all over the place and create a little bit of a mess. So it's nice to use a little bit of cream. And also it makes your piece smell really good, so yeah. And that's how you make your piece dust free and really clean. And your polymer clay pieces are ready to be varnished. Thank you for watching. See you next time.